Okay, hello. This is me. I'm just going to talk about building a protest sign. This is one already made, as you can tell. So I'm going to take it apart and show you how I made it, basically. This is just one way. You can make any signs all kinds of different ways. But one of the most important things is it should be two-sided. Okay, so what this is two pieces of foam board. They're 20 by 30, and then as you can see, what I've done here is, because I hid a sign under here that I originally put on the foam board that somebody didn't like, so I just made a different one using this poster board. Poster board is 28 by 22, so it's a different size and you have to cut it to shape. Also, while we're talking about shape, you can see that I made the foam board. This is two pieces of foam board basically taped together on a 1/2 inch by 3 foot dowel, which you can get all kinds of places. You can get this stuff almost anywhere, at Hobby Lobby, Lowe's, Menards, anyway, Home Depot, all that stuff. And then, so I use also, where's my tape? Double-sided tape, since I'm talking about things to use. This is Scotch, called mounting tape, and it's sticky on both sides, so that's what I really need the most. And then just regular packing tape is on the sides here. Okay, what I was going to say, being two-sided is important, which I'll show as an example. Why you should be two-sided. But anyway, and also when you make with this foam board, it's a little heavier, especially when there's two of them. So one thing you can do is just cut it down. This is 20 by 30, and you can see it's pretty wide. So you could actually cut it to 20 by 24 or something, whatever you want, and then it weighs less. Another thing, just to be different, when you have a sign this wide and you're traveling with a bunch of people, you can be getting in their way, whacking people on your left and right as you're going along. So you might want to make this smaller, or put the stick in this way and have it tall, so you can have still have a good sized message. Now, as far as the lettering, I think size of lettering is real important. If you think who your audience is going to be, most likely it's going to be people driving by in a car, okay, or walking across the street from you, or whatever. Not too many people walk right up to you to read your sign, like say this sign here. Is a good sign, but you have to walk up to the person to read it, so that's not good if you want to reach a lot of people. So my letters are, I almost always make handmade stuff, but you could print them out or whatever. But I like fat letters, at least like 4 inches tall, at least. And if you think about it, street signs of cars going by, see how big the letter, 35 mile an hour, that 35 is like 8 inches tall. So that's, you got to think about that people, if you're going to carry a sign, at least make it so people can read it. Minimum, I think a maximum of 6 words is important, because again, if it's people just walking by kind of randomly, they don't even know what you're doing there, but they glance over and want to read what you're saying, 6 words is probably going to grab them. 10 words more, you're not. Also, you're going to run out of space. So I try to do like 6 words maximum. 1, 2, 3, 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's kind of, you can see. And be creative. I'm not going to say what to put your sign on. I like to come up with my own slogans for the event. This was the Women's March that we just had in early 2017 after Trump was elected. Okay, so anyway, now let's take this apart here. And as you can see, I have just packing tape on the edges here. So let's slit that first. The other side. And I have just a little bit on the top. just to keep it tight against the pole in the middle. So now you can see it's two pieces of foam board together, and you can maybe see inside here now that I'm going to have to pull real hard because this is double-sided tape that's holding on to the stick. Okay, see, this is double-sided tape that was held on to the stick. So what I do, this is essentially the beginning of my sign. I put double-sided tape down, and don't make it all the way to the top so this doesn't stick out. And then I put the stick down on it, on the double-sided tape, and then I put double-sided tape on the stick, and then I put them together like this. Squish it, and then put the packing tape on the edges. So you got a nice tight thing, and you have a sign that with the foam, like I said, it's a little heavier, but then you have instant other sign like this. Let me get this out. See, then you can use these and just throw on another sign whenever you want, and nobody even knows this is under there. It doesn't matter. So that's what I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 words. Okay, I have it. 1/2-inch dowel. That again is like my preference because it's light. It's strong enough that it's pretty hard to break, even in the wind. Plus, you have to think about the wind. But it's still sturdy enough. You know, it's light as can be, and still be sturdy. Put it that way. But you can make, you know, if you're more comfortable with a bigger stick, whatever. Go ahead. So that's it. That's all. You need 2 20 by 30 foam board. That's probably $2 a piece or something. One of these sticks is probably $1. Scotch mounting tape, permanent mounting tape. This is 1/2 inch by 75 inches. I think this was $5. So you're into $10 maybe with markers, whatever kind of markers you want to use. That's it. That's how I make my signs. And I'll show some examples at the end here. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I hope you get a good sign built that you can use for a long time.